from Rob Walker on solar cutters working together. Any recommendations for a mounting system for this on this type of roof? So good few thousand.
That's a Decromastic.
Tin tile Decromastic.
How could you even walk on? I don't know if I've ever walked on one of those.
You end up, from what I've been told by licensed electricians and installers, you end up denting the shit out of the tin tile, because they're big long sheets that sort of all go together on the battens, and you end up so denting the shit out of all the sheets, and the customer obviously won't be happy, and the issue we've had is working for a larger retailer. A lot of the mounting products available at the time weren't certified for that specific type of roof. You can even see in the photo of the tile there that it's already got a dent.
Yeah. On
it. So imagine laying 20 panels on it, with 2 or 3 installers. And so obviously you're already nervous if you're using, say, Sunlock or Clenergy, where like a regular L-foot and a roof screw is not actually certified for that type of roof. I guess I have heard of people doing it with hanger bolts.
Yeah, you can use hanger bolts
with great success, but it's not widely known. And sort of the most of the comments that get posted on these type of roofs are "run for the hills."
Yeah.
Or hanger bolts. So it's hanger bolts or run for the hills.
But how common are roof profiles like that though?
Not as common as asphalt shingle. It's probably as common as old slate. You mainly see it in Victoria.
I don't think they use it a lot. I mean, I could be wrong, but from what I've heard, they don't use it a lot on new builds in Australia anymore. But what I'm hearing is in New Zealand, this stuff is everywhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I've spoken to a few of the guys. Dave Petrie over there. Shout out to Dave. He mentioned
crap solar.
Yeah, it's pretty prevalent over there. But yeah, I think our solution really is just hanger bolts. So you go in, you drill a pilot hole through the roof, and then another pilot hole into the rafter, and then you screw the hanger bolt in, seal it up with a bit of Sikaflex, and attach the tin foot to the top.
But then you also have the added issue of larger retailers not willing to warrant the installation.
Yeah.
If there was any water ingress or there was, excess damage to the roof from all the dents. I know a lot of installers do them. A lot of smaller operators they do them, but they do have like a waiver in place for the customers.
Make the customer sign the waiver.
Yeah, well, at Energy Matters, all those types of roofs, we wouldn't do them, but then I would pass it to like the contractor we were using at the time, who would do them himself. That way,
would it matter if you had your own full-time employed installation team versus subcontractor?
Well, either way, the retailer is sort of warranting the installation. Well, the subcontractor has the workmanship warranty.
But ultimately falls to the retailer anyway.
Well, ultimately it does fall onto the retailer, who goes back to the contractor. Because obviously the retailers at the time were offering a way longer workmanship warranty period than what, the contractor was even giving, the retailer. So funny comment here from Shane Kennedy, who's changed his name, I think. The only thing you should mount is the curb doing a burnout, gassing away from the place. So burnout down the driveway is a common one I use. And how fast do you run, mate? And run for the hills.
And then Kyle Evans has put a gif of the Forrest Gump running out of his driveway.
That was before my time. I didn't get the reference, but that's an
Forrest
accurate.
Gump was before your time, Longy.
I think so. I didn't watch it till it was way out.
Okay.
It was before we were born, I think.
But I reckon if you put a poll up on cutters working together about, tin tile Decromastic, I reckon you'd get a split room.
Whether you walk away or not, you're saying? Or
yeah, for Australia anyway. Because obviously people have these, different types of solutions which are tried and tested, and they've probably done hundreds of them without a leak, and it's been fine. Then you've got heaps of other people who just don't want to touch them.
Lachlan Hick put down Clenergy Solar Terrace, so he's suggesting just to put down a ground mount system instead.
Yeah. Because obviously you mount through and you go straight into the batten with the hanger bolt, Sean. And then you just mount.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. And then you mount the tin feet to that on top of that.
With like a lock nut or something.
There's like a rubber, and so you screw it in, and then you push the rubber down basically to the roof, and then there's a couple of nuts on them. So the first nut you wind all the way down to the rubber and tighten it up a few times to give it some pressure against the roof, and then you seal it at the same time. And then you drop the tin foot on, and then there's another nut that goes down and holds the tin foot onto there. So,
because there's a photo there of someone who's done it with what looks like IQ micros, and they
I saw that one. I think is that radio?
Is that Shredder? No.
It looks like one of our. No, it's not our.
Maybe it's Radiant.
It looks similar to one of our hanger bolts, but it's not our rail, so I'm not sure.
So, basic summary is, if the customer's not going to re-roof the entire roof, and the customer's happy with you to walk on it and have the expectation there will be dints with a waiver in place, if you take a bit of extra time and care and use an approved method of installation, such as hanger bolts with, say, Clenergy or someone like Radiant, then it can be done.
There is solutions there for people wanting to look hard enough, I guess, or work hard enough.
Okay, and there is a video there as well from Kane. Okay, and I guess that example is a bit easier because he's actually got a tin roof there, and you can work off that easier. It doesn't have to. Okay.
What was the video from Kane showing?
Kane Donnelly posted a close up of the sheet with the hanger bolt and the racking, the micro under the Forrest Gump running down the road.
Oh, okay. So that's the top roof, the orange roof that is.
And then that's the normal Corrie roof with the foxtails there. Or ground mount in the yard is another solution.
Yep. There's not enough of that, I don't think.
You don't see a lot of ground mount resi in people's backyards, especially like suburban.
You got to go to the old Italian and Greek areas for that sort of stuff, I reckon, these days.
And Bryn Folletta crowbars in with my first home. I had those tiles. He spelt bought wrong. I put 2.2 kilowatts on it, 2011. I don't know why that matters.
Who's this? Brian? What's his name?
Bryn Folletta, Brian.
Brian, yeah.
The bloke who stacked it on the skateboard. If it's too hard for you, just hand it to a gainer. I assume that's a solar gainer.
Solar gainer, yep.
And for everyone watching at home, we'll have the video here of Bryn on his skateboard, just really showing how everybody else how it's done. So we'll make sure it plays a couple of times because it's
it really
it encapsulates everything about
it. Really encapsulates who Bryn is. We'll have his comment up with all the spelling mistakes and unnecessary comments with the stacking video.
Maiden voyage for Bryn. He's been telling me how good he is.
He'll lose complete credibility, but he got 2 laughs out of it though.
He's gained credibility. At least he tried to drop in. I mean, I haven't seen you guys do this. So.
Gainer.
Oh, he's a gainer. See, yeah, that's it.